What is up, guys? Kayak Mike here. We're getting quite a few questions for the upcoming tournament this weekend that Joe Hatfield's putting on. For people who don't know, the Hoover Cats Tournament Trail, at every single one of their tournaments, they are now adding a length only division. It's for boaters, kayakers, and individual fishermen off the bank. Remember, if you're a boater, it's still ran. We're doing it just like the test tournament. It's still an individual tournament. This is more geared towards the guys maybe with smaller boats that don't have live wells, but they still want to compete, etc. So we are still making everything individual. No teams in this event. But I'm getting a lot of questions on if you buy the $20 sticker. So real quick, I should have started here. At muskiebumper.com, if you don't want to buy a pre-made board, if you have some scrap wood laying around and some hinges or a way to make a 60-inch bump board, you don't have to invest $130. You can buy their $20 sticker. But I've been getting questions on what you have to do to make it a legal board. Essentially, you have to mimic their big board or their Muskie Bumper Big Boy as best as you can. So minus this, you see this side wall that has the handle. You have to have a bump. The bump has to be a good 3, 4, 5 inches tall. If it's not tall enough that I can clearly see the fish's face, all your fish are going to end up getting not disqualified, but you're going to lose. You're going to get penalties on every fish. So I suggest it being 4 to 5 inches tall minimum, because it'll end up giving you more length at the end of the day. If you end up having a short bump and you put the nose of the fish over the bump, you're losing length, and these tournaments are based off of the max length, so you're just hurting yourself if the bump isn't tall enough. So there needs to be a bump. The bump has to be a 90-degree angle. So this bump has to be a 90-degree angle. So you're going to have to use a speed stick to prove to me that in pictures and videos that it is at that 90-degree angle. And then you have to use two separate measuring devices and send me a video with the measuring device laid out, not moving, and you have to go up the entire board and show me that the full 60 inches is within an eighth of an inch. You're allowed to have an eighth of an inch leeway. Not everyone's perfect. You might slip up a little bit. Eighth of an inch leeway up to 30 inches and then up to 60 inches. That's fine. If you're off by more than what I believe is an eighth of an inch, unfortunately you will have to buy another $20 sticker and start over, because we have to have everyone doing things at the same competition level. But this is pretty easy. I've done one. I don't have the board anymore. I've had multiple people send me custom made boards that they have made. And again, here's the requirements. So my name is Kayak Mike on social media, on Facebook. You have to send me pictures and videos of the following. I want pictures because I need a still shot. Let's say you're competing and I need to compare the board you're using with the board you submitted to me. It's a lot easier for me to compare pictures. But as far as initially approving it, it's much easier for me to watch a video to see all the measurements in real time. Because in a picture, you can adjust the measuring tape in a picture every couple seconds. You can't adjust the measuring tape if you're sending me a continuous video. So that's why you need to send me video and picture evidence of both. 90-degree bump. Must have a 90-degree bump. Make that bump minimum 3 inches. I'd suggest 4 or 5, but make it minimum 3 inches tall. And then you have to, on a flat surface, you have to prove to me from 0 to 60, it's within 1/8 leeway, either direction, short or long. Don't care. The majority of the time, people they'll start a little far away from their bump intentionally. That way they know for a fact there's no way they're going to screw it up and have to start over. If you start too close to the bump and you don't measure and you end up not getting that full first inch, then you're going to have to unfortunately buy another $20 sticker. So that's all you got to do. 90-degree bump, flat surface, prove to me it's accurate, 0 to 60 inches, and it's literally that simple. If you have leftover wood, you can do it that way. The whole thing has to be one piece when you're measuring the fish. If you somehow make this to where you can take the bump off and store it easier, hey, more power to you. However, when you're measuring the fish, it has to be one unit. The whole measuring device has to be one piece. You can't have a flat piece of board and then push it up against the edge of your boat and have your boat be the bump. You cannot do that. The entire measuring device has to be one solid piece when you are measuring the fish. So I need you to send me the video proof as if you were just about to measure a fish, how you would be measuring a fish on your entire bump board. All right, any questions, hit me up. Kayak Mike out of here.